Alrighty, game 2, and it's on Acid Plant. Yeah, so both players going reasonably straight up in the last game. We've got Demiax here in the top left of the map as the Terran player, and in the bottom right, it's Luke as our Protoss player. Let's zoom out and have the wide view. It's nice, isn't it? It's nice. I'd quite like them to add the ability to zoom out like this in-game, because sometimes it'd be quite nice to be zoomed out, but you can only do it in a replay. Okay, yeah, let's get production tab up and all of those types of good things. Check this out. Oh, hello. That's the view everybody wanted, isn't it? Look at that. That is an awful lot of StarCraft on screen there, isn't it? Anyway, what's happening here? A gateway first, so looking pretty normal. And over here it's double depot before barracks. And gas. Am I missing something? Shouldn't there? If I see that, surely there should be an SCV here about to just build a barracks. There doesn't appear to be. There's no barracks being built. Why is there no barracks being built? I don't know what's happening. Something bizarre. Oh, there he is! Yes! Yes, Demiax! Yes! That is exactly what I'm talking about. Now, in order to avoid suspicion, you're going to want one there as well, and you do! So, the worker is off for a scout. He isn't going to see anything weird. He's not going to get up the ramp. He's going to come up the ramp and go, oh, look, it's a very normal Terran opening. But it isn't. It isn't a normal Terran opening, because here's the racks in the opponent base, and I like this a lot. The only way this could get better is if once this is finished, he builds a factory as well. That would really top things off. So we'll see. Is Luke going to see this? This is Luke's vision range, and that barracks is neatly tucked away out of there. I don't know if you'd get away with the factory, maybe just there. Very hard to tell, though. So he presumably has no idea this is happening, but what is this? I see. Alright, so it's going to be one of those games. I have played games where I've swapped bases with my opponent, where we've both cheesed each other and had to abandon our own bases, and so we've both expanded in each other's base, which is pretty weird. It's going to be double racks, and with the Marines queued up, these are going to start stacking up pretty quickly. You're pushed for... Oh, does he see it? No, he doesn't. You tend to be pushed for space, so sometimes a reactor can be a better shot than a second racks. But not to worry, I like what's happening here. What I'd really love to see is, as soon as this worker is finished building, you throw down the bunker and get the bunker under production, so that by the time your opponent realizes what's happening, you've got a bunker as well as a bunch of Marines in their base, and that is, that is just deeply, deeply disappointing. Okay. So, Marine is going to have a little wander out onto the map and intercept anything that he meets. This Zealot is waiting to meet and greet. And we'll do a pretty good job of killing that. The scan goes down. That's just rude. Avoid suspicion. Like, I'm right here, and I'm just going to scan this area right next to me. Oh my goodness! It's within his... So, look on the mini-map. How can you not see the blob? How can you not notice that? On your own base, there's a big red thing in the corner. How do you not see that, dude? This is... well, I'll tell you how you don't see it. You don't see it if you don't look at the mini-map. And everybody is guilty of not looking at the mini-map enough sometimes. But really, when it's your own base, surely you must notice this. He definitely knows about it now. This must just be a world of disappointment. This is where, if this was a pro game, we would cut to the webcam that shows you the player's face. Just so that everybody can bask in the saltiness. That is a lot of dead workers. Let's have a little peek. There's 11 workers killed already. If I'm Demiax, I'm running with these and just trying to focus down the workers. Don't even try and shoot the Zealots. Literally just right-click workers. You're going to lose the Marines eventually. You might as well just do as much worker damage as you can possibly do. What is happening here? It is a double proxy gateway. It's the latest proxy gateway I've ever seen. These are building at 4 minutes. And Demiax is going to see it possibly. The worker building this might well... yeah, look, it's there. will Demiax notice the big blob on the mini-map now? What turn up for the books this is going to be? It doesn't look like it. There is no response to this just yet. So Demiax, I'd love to see a bunker. A bunker is great because it just means when the zealots come, the marines go into a bunker, the SCV is on auto repair, and you should be okay. This is enough marines to deal with the zealots now, so at this stage now you know you're completely uncontested. You can just walk in, clean up these workers, take out the pylons so there's no further production, and expect the GG. Except Luke has other plans because he's building, I don't know about these enormous queues though, Luke. You know, maybe build something at home to try and deal with this, or at the very least send a worker somewhere weird like here and get an expand done. I don't know, this is turning out to be a really bizarre game. The pylon is going to go, and there's a pylon here, but you know, why aren't you building another one there? Meanwhile, this just walks straight past. This stalker isn't even shooting. What is happening here? What even is this? These guys are going to pick that off eventually, but the more interesting stuff is over here. How's this going to do? Not that well, I don't think. Chrono boost, look, use the chrono. 50% faster these things would be building. Now this zealot, he doesn't care. I've got a machine gun. This guy's using a sword and he doesn't even care. I mock your machine gun. I still walk up to you and just slice you in half. So the worker's trapped. Don't forget that you can lift the barracks and just reposition it. Still no pylon, really? Still? And still no chrono. These guys are going ham on this command center, which can fly, but isn't flying at present. There we go. So I don't know. Oh, with the siege tank, then damn it, this is in the bag. Then siege this up, and what are these zealots going to do? Nothing. They're going to hack away at a supply depot while getting shot by a tank. And even if you're a zealot, being shot by a tank is not a desirable place to be. So the supplies tell a story. This zealot isn't going to get much achieved. It is a massive supply advantage for Demiax. It's an army supply advantage. It's a ridiculous worker advantage. Luke no longer has enough money to build a Nexus. So, oh, but the tanks aren't sieged up. This one isn't even shooting. Are they going to get in? I wouldn't have thought so. The worker is repairing. So all of this hacking away that they're doing is in vain. They're not even going to take out a building, and they are all going to die. This next zealot saw how his brethren failed and thinks, I'll give that a go too. But no, it is GG. And what a G it was. Yeah, so I do like a bit of double cheese. It's like double Gloucester, isn't it? Really? You know, you build stuff in my base while I build stuff in your base. How do you like them apples? And it turns out Demiax likes those apples just fine, to be honest. Because these... You know, what a great idea, but if they'd have finished up at, say, 2 minutes rather than 5 minutes, then this could have been a very different game. Yeah, I love it. Brilliant. Genius. GG.